Yeah, that's nice.
What's up, everybody? It's RevJ. A lot of you guys watched the 350Z Part 1 PlastiDip video where we did the prep and the spraying of the mud flaps and the wing in the black. And as a proof of concept, it worked out great. No problems there. So we decided to order everything up and go ahead and do the full color changeover in white. That stuff is all sitting at Sandwich's house right now, up in his garage. He's already got the masking started for us, so we're going to go ahead and join him midway through masking. We're going to pick up from where he left off, show the masking, show the spraying, the color, how it builds to get your color, and the unmasking, kind of the reveal at the end, if you will. So let's head over there, pick up where we left off, and we'll get started.
Masking is a pretty straightforward process, and with PlastiDip, it's almost entirely optional. Things like the headlights, taillights, and windows don't even have to be masked. You can just come back when you're done spraying and peel off the rubber. We chose to add a tape strip to all of our large unmasked surfaces, making them easier to peel when we're done. What we noticed is that masking the areas around the rubber trim components and gaskets are the best choice. This will prevent the rubber from getting stuck under them and peeling up, and it'll also give the rubber an easy place to flow over and form a clean end to your panel. We also took the time to smooth out a few surface imperfections. This is going to give us the best end result once the rubber is laid down. We ensure a clean surface with a wax-free soap from Chemical Guys and the pre-dip spray from dipyourcar.com. Each gallon contains the rubber itself and a solvent called xylene. Shake well and stir before pouring into the pot. For the first coat, we're going light and getting a feel for how it lays down. We're also focusing on heavy wear areas like the wheel wells and the door jambs. Close up, you can see the texture of the spray. It's going to take us a number of coats to build up the white we have over this existing red. On coat 2, we're still focusing on the heavy wear areas, but we're starting to build the color all the way around the car. You can see the color build as we're going into the third coat. However, we were getting a little nervous because it was taking a lot longer than we expected to build the white. After the third coat, we can put the roof and the trunk down and spray the large flat planes. Somewhere between the third and the fourth coats, you can really see a drastic change. Notice the amount of build between the hood and the fender surfaces and the thickness of the rubber that's been sprayed. By coat 4, we're roughly 80% opaque. You can see the bodywork disappearing, and any remaining signs of the red have started to fade. On coat 5, the overall build is pretty significant. You can actually start to call the car white. We lay down coat 6, our last coat of white, and spot spray a few leftover areas. With all of our rubber dip depleted, this is as white as the car is going to get. Allow about 10 minutes flash time and come back while the rubber just starts to haze. You want to peel all your masking off while the rubber is still a little wet to reduce chances of peeling or ripping on the edges. You can lightly rub the oversprayed areas to remove any excess rubber. Even though it feels dry to the touch, rubber dip spray needs a few days to cure. Be patient. It should really be a day or two before you assemble it, and even longer before you wash it.
Alright guys, you saw us spray the PlastiDip. We've got the whole car white now, but there are a few things we need to talk about in terms of what happened today. Now, the PlastiDip itself, we used a Wagner power sprayer gun, just a regular airless sprayer, and it laid down pretty well. Sometimes they recommend this sort of vacuum-looking HVLP thing. They say it proves better results. We haven't tried that yet. The Wagner power sprayer, I think, would have been like 50 or 60 bucks if most of you didn't already have one sitting in your garage or your parents' house or a friend's house or whatever for staining his deck. Most people have access to one. The other thing is that most gallons of PlastiDip are part PlastiDip and part this solvent called xylene. Xylene is just what they use as kind of an agent for the rubber, much like a thinner wood in the paint. Now, the problem with this is, in a color like white, or these super light colors, you need more pigment per gallon to coat the same square footage. They don't really address this on the Dip Your Car website. They don't address this on the Performix PlastiDip website. And so when you do it with black or dark blue or some of these silvers, you get really good coatings. And you'll notice if you watch the part 1 video, we got pretty even coats pretty easily. We didn't have to layer it on real thick. Fast forward to us doing the white lays down extremely, extremely thin. You can see it took us nearly 6 coats to do it, and even then there are a few spots on the vehicle where the coverage isn't perfect. If you look closely, you can see the finish is a little different. The depth isn't all quite there. So the nice thing is there's no red left on the car really, aside from inside the hatch and door jambs. And we've effectively achieved a overall color transfer. The car is a different color than when it started. So from that standpoint, the stuff works pretty well. Now, how does it weather, how does it age, etc.? We're going to have to address that in upcoming videos. So that's it for today. She's been masked, sprayed, unmasked, and she's been let to dry. You've seen a couple of the teasers of how the spray actually looked once it started to cure. We're going to come back in a few more days and put it all together, and you guys are going to get part 3 of the video, the full reveal, wheels, trim, everything on. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. I know I am. I know Sandwiches is, and I know some of the subscribers have been asking me a little bit more, finish the 350 project, finish the 350 project. So we're going to finish the 350 project. Stay tuned till next time. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time, guys.